I grew up in Memphis, surrounded by culture, music, and church. But it wasn't until I let go of my own plans that I saw God's bigger picture. I grew up in North Memphis specifically, which is not too far from downtown, right next to all of my family. So I just got to see what it looked like to live in community with people. And I think the center of our community and our family was this church that we're sitting in right now, pastored by my grandfather. It was in this church that I sang my first solo. And I was maybe about 5 or 6 years old. My Aunt Carolyn called me up to sing a song, and I ended up remixing the ABC song. Well, the first time I sang a solo in church, I think I could just feel that this is what I was gonna do for the rest of my life. I just felt such passion for it, and it made me excited. But funny enough, I don't think I really understood what I was asking for when I told the Lord I wanted to be a singer. That meant I needed to get on stage in front of a lot of people and sing. So the first time I realized I had stage fright, I remember being lightheaded and nauseous. Some moments are worse than others. Some moments like I have no control really of my voice. My legs are shaking, I don't feel grounded, my throat's dry. I don't have any center. Just out of control, and I'm trying to find anything that helps ground me in that moment. What helps is to remember, first and foremost, it's an audience of one. I'm just trying to glorify Jesus. And then secondly, I'm thinking about this moment is bigger than me and my nerves. Relying on the Lord is the most important thing in those moments. And you get to share that truth with everyone in that room. There's something so special about hearing everyone singing to our Lord. And it just sounds like one faith, one hope, one love. And that is the most powerful thing that like surpasses any nerves that I might have in that moment. I was very ambitious growing up. I auditioned so much for all kinds of things. I sing at a classmate's church. This guy comes up to me after I sing, and he goes, "The Lord told me to tell you that in 3 years you're gonna sign a record deal." And being a teenager, I was like, "Oh, thanks, that's great." In that span of 3 years, I went to college for music. I studied songwriting and I studied worship leadership. The Lord used my worship professor there to teach me about the heart and the posture of worship. And I needed that for that next season. And then once I left, I just felt this urge to go be more hands-on with music. And so I went to American Idol, and it was a dream come true to be able to go on that show. And I made it to top 48. And I'm thinking that would be the catalyst for all of the open doors in my life and the success that I had wanted to see. And so yeah, the Lord, He did humble me and got eliminated. I was incredibly crushed by being told no on American Idol. I think it brought a lot of insecurities to the surface. I was frustrated with the Lord, and it led me to that moment of necessary surrender. I think the biggest thing the Lord was teaching me was to embrace Him as my Father. He knows the desires of my heart, but as my Father, He foresees things that I can't see coming. And He taught me how to mature as a young woman first, before He started to say yes to several things that I had prayed for. I didn't put music down. In that season of no, I was still out doing stuff with my church at the time, waiting for whatever would be the next right thing. I signed to Go T Records 3 years after that. Being a part of Toby Mac and Diverse City has been an absolute game changer. The other opportunity that came from being a part of Diverse City is Toby's involvement with just my solo career. It's not just some song we're writing. No, this is an offering to the Lord, so I have to handle it, with excellence, Our God is big. You can take this girl from the inner city and you send her all across the states to go spread his gospel. I think that makes people go, oh, God is real. And I want to encourage people, whatever you're carrying, whatever you have before the Lord, he's stronger than that. He's greater than that. It's not bigger than God. None of it is. And he deeply cares for you. And he's looking out for you the same way he looked out for me. And that's what I hope people walk away with.